What's up, MetaNerdz? Check the audio. It looks good. Does it look good?
Elgato? Yeti?
Oh. Cool. What's up, MetaNerdz? We're back. Our first stream since Paradise City Con. That's what it was. Paradise City Comic Con. There you go.
That's my only critique of
It's a
this
long
con.
name. Yeah.
Yeah. Way better than last year.
Yes.
Hi, guys.
Yes. This they moved it back down to Miami, and I think it was a lot.
It was the right move.
It seemed like a better vibe. It's kind of hard to explain with cons. It's terrifying if you ever want to get into the con business. But oh damn.
What's up, everybody? All right, we got the chat up and running. We got Mr. Pete, Midas, Dylan Storm, Gator Nation.
What's up, guys?
Robot Shadow 7.
I love you guys. I'm just frustrated at this stupid
Ed
thing.
the Streamer.
Why do you say join?
Esramondo, Rex.
Let me hit R3.
William, Bruce
What happens when I
Lynn,
hit R3? That's what I thought.
David Franceschi.
Nobody's playing. Why does it not let you pick?
What's up, Wyatt?
I have to back out, guys. Because of all
Freddy's-
the things people complain.
Nothing Studios. I'm
Where's your
trying to
remote?
like read, and all I'm hearing is you.
Because it's ridiculous.
You and this game are sometimes
I know, we're not friends. I can't invite you guys till we're already in it. That's how that has to work.
There's an update for the game, just so you know.
Yeah. I mean, we wouldn't be able to play. Unless we already did it.
What's up, Epic Unicorn? Reese, hi.
What's up, everybody?
Clone Trooper.
So, yeah, we're just getting into it here. Let me, do this here. I'm gonna do some assault for some reason. Anyways, yeah, we did our, we had our first panel at the con. We did
Yes.
Samurai Vader and, whoa, Diamond Goldfish. You're not on the board yet. I don't think. No, maybe he changed his, you might have changed your profile, right? I think I'm somewhat,
I don't see Dim Goldfish.
I think I remember his name, but I know he's not on the new board. He's not on the big board.
That is what
Thank
we
you.
know.
And yeah, I'll invite you guys, now studios and all that if I can. You have 33 credits. Which heroes do I buy? I am thoroughly enjoying Luke. Just being able to push people off. It's funny, I think Luke is, I don't know, he's easier to figure out. But I could see Vader choking and moving people. I gotta figure out how to move people while you're choking them.
You cheat. You effing cheat.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that. What's up, Sonya?
Hi, Sonya.
What was I gonna say?
Philip B. He said Friday.
Philip B in the building? Oh. Damn, that's true. Sorry, Sonya. I literally just go down the
Sonya
list.
said Freddy. Yeah, he just goes down the list of anyone that's online.
And yeah, and your name not Sonya on there, and my brain will never remember that. My name actually says Clone True. Oh yeah, I know. I saw that. I saw when you said Clone Truer, right? Clone True.
Oh my God, it does.
Right?
Clone Truer.
Yeah. He said when you change your name and it's still spelled wrong. I was like, damn, that's pretty funny.
What's up, First Guy Gaming?
First Cat Gaming.
I'm glad that you were the first one there.
In the building.
Someone had to be.
Oh, I have your moat.
Yes.
Here's your moat.
Thank you. The Lazy Ninja. Hello.
What's up, everybody? So yeah, we were Samurai Vader and like Ghost.
That was really his name.
Ghost Padme. I know.
I'm so sorry. That's the way I read that.
I love when we have some people that love our channel. I'm lucky to have that.
Yes.
But our trolls to other people's channels, I could just tell by their names, and so I'll hear like a very pleasant compliment from a guy whose name is like I don't know what's something people bitch about.
Like recently, I'm not gonna go political, but the name was to incite political stuff. It's someone that comes to the streams now. It's the feminist organization or something.
Oh yeah, but he wasn't a troll. To us too.
No.
Okay, I
Feminist
wasn't sure.
organization just hangs out and talks with us.
Okay. No, it'll be some stuff like I don't know. They're brainwashing you with chloride.
Yeah.
It'll be like they're turning the frogs gay. That one's a funny meme, but I'm trying to think of like angry memes.
I know. We're not. Like, can you tell we're not really angry?
I know. I just let it go in one ear, out the other. Or at least I tried to.
My guy's like stuck in it.
Anyway, so yeah, we were Samurai. Oh my God.
Samurai Vader, Ghost Padme. My Ghost was not on point. Definitely not one of my favorite cosplays that I've done.
But why do you think? Just because?
Just because I didn't like the concept that much. I feel bad saying that. Obviously, I
Really?
like it, but yeah, I don't know. Like maybe the way I did it.
See, I
maybe
love the
way I approached
concept, but I think it's more of the
like the makeup. I don't know.
No, I think it was just the makeup. I think
it
it's
was-
harder to make like a ghostly. We wanted like
We tried.
What would a ghost look like? What would be the most traumatic thing for Vader to see, right? So he would be like a Padme, where she's both beautiful and rotting because of him.
Yeah. So we tried.
Like something that would remind her of how beautiful she was, and the fact that he ruined that.
I'm happy our photographer understood that this was definitely not our best.
Our photographer was a huge Star Wars fan.
Yes.
And at the time, we took pictures with him at Holiday Matsuri in December. He had not seen The Last Jedi, but he likes Rebels. So how funny is this? This just shows you how diverse the opinions are in the Star Wars community. And we were like, yeah, we like Rebels too. I mean, of course it's a kid show. It's disappointing in some aspects, but, you know, we like it. All the haters are exaggerating, and they don't get what it's supposed to be, or they want too much from it. And we were like, and he was like, yeah, I haven't watched The Last Jedi, so don't tell me any spoilers. But we were like, oh, we like that too. You know, there was some shit that sucks, but, you know, overall, it was all right. We liked it. And so he watched and he's like, I didn't like it.
Yeah, he was so brutally honest. He was like, I'm sorry, I didn't like it. And I was like, it's okay. Like,
yeah, so that was pretty great. I haven't seen the Star Wars equals Terminator Confused.
Hi, Julian.
Jakku, because at least 3 of you, so...
Hi, Loki.
School's canceled for 2 days because of how cold it was. That's pretty damn...
Yeah, in Houston, right?
Yeah, I just saw that.
I read it while you were, Oh my god.
What?
His ball's falling apart.
Oh,
like,
God.
I threw it, there was like feathers, like...
He's gonna cry. Oh, okay, not his real ball.
No, not his real ball. His real ball's made of rubber.
I know, his real ball's made of... He has a solid rubber ball that I hope we can pass down for generations.
Yeah. Just, like, keep it forever.
Should've got him on the first shot.
Yeah.
So then we went from that, but he made alright points, you know, I don't know. Like I said, but it's so funny. So he's like, yeah, I don't like it. And that's where it stopped, you know, he wasn't angry. I'm like, that's what I told him. I was like, but see, you don't care that much. Like, to the point where people put their whole being, their whole like, well, if this sucks, then I suck, because I have nothing else going on for me. So, you know, he just felt like it sucked, but, you know, wasn't like passionately upset. So then we went from that to our panel, which then we were terrified because we were like, oh no, this guy's cool and he doesn't like it either. So when we have our Star Wars panel, are we just going to get attacked by angry nerds? But luckily we did not. It's a very, very cool panel. Triggered.
Xander, we try to stream Tuesday through Saturday. Weekends are always a little iffy, but we tried at least the weekdays.
Yeah.
So you can catch us anywhere between 9 and 10. We usually stream like an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah.
We're
gonna try and keep more around an hour.
Yeah.
So we don't start going crazy.
No, you did not miss much.
Yeah, you didn't miss much.
What's up, Kenneth? And Rightful Arc is here.
Cool.
Rylu fan.
I was just going to get to, you guys didn't miss much. We were just getting into our panel discussion, which was basically, the title was Last Jedi, how does it affect things for Star Wars in Episode 9, basically, right?
Sorry, I was reading that someone had like an inch of snow.
Oh, okay. It was a bird.
Instant karma, I want warm weather.
Yeah.
Yee.
Oh, Jesus.
It's like, I like,
hey, I gotta kill.
It's like, it's cold outside, Freddy, and it was like...
71.
71.
Yeah, it was
71, I was like, oh, it's chilly. Like,
it's too nippy out, eh?
It's a bit nippy out. You gotta get a sweater.
Man, there's a lot of dudes over there.
Sorry, I didn't mean to rub you guys' to brag about it.
Nose in our heat. Look at this gun. Oh my god, this blaster's silly.
So, we were talking about Episode 9, how it affected the Star Wars universe.
Episode 8.
8. Sorry.
We don't have those kind of connections yet.
No, not yet.
We don't have a time machine.
Confirmed.
Yeah, confirmed. Yeah, confirmed. MetaNerdz is reptilians from the future.
With a time machine.
They've seen.
Yeah,
that'd
obviously.
No,
I'm
you're right.
not on my ball.
No, yep, you're not on your ball today.
No, yeah.
What could prove that more? Anyways, man, there's a lot of damn rebels over here. You know, maybe we should start reconsidering our actions as the First Order. If this many people disagree with us, to the point that they're gonna die over it. Nah, they're just a bunch of whiners.
Yeah. They don't know what they want.
Yeah, that's true. They just like blowing up shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, our panel was on how does The Last Jedi, it was basically a discussion about The Last Jedi in the future, like what do we expect for number 9, all wrapped up in one. And it was mostly a lot of great conversations. It's what you see more on the streams than what we see in the comments, if that makes any sense.
Yep.
Because
having good conversations, things that we agreed on, things we didn't, things we thought they did well, things that we thought they didn't do well.
And that's why I just told him right up the bat.
It's okay to dislike the movie. It doesn't mean you're not a Star Wars fan. It just means we didn't like the one movie.
And I heard you saying I had to get chairs. There was like a chair issue. We didn't think anybody was going to be there. It was on a Sunday.
It was on a Sunday. So at cons, generally Sunday's like the sucky day. Like everyone's tired or hungover and like they just want to go home, but they got to buy things because everything's on sale. So no one actually leaves.
Yeah. And yeah, it was our first panel, and it was in a weird room, but we were both a little bit nervous, so we're like, all right, this is good. I'm glad it's in a weird room. We'll be able to dip our toes into this. It ended up being like packed, like literally. I had to stop 2 or 3 times to go get more chairs. So I left.
Yeah, that was insane.
Yeah, I left her like midpoint, and then I would run out and
like
let her handle it.
Start a point, it'd be like
here you go, lay up. I laid up, and then
the reason that I disagree is take it from here. I'm like, great.
No.
The reason that we disagree.
Watch out.
It was good though. It honestly was good, and he only did it like 2 times, 3 times.
No, you were in the middle of something. Yeah, she would be on the roll. And, you know, because some of it was stuff that we often cover on the stream and all that. And, there was only one. I'm trying to think of, one group was really stuck on the fact that what if Rey and Kylo are related?
Yeah.
And it was like a nod to the, you know, the fact that
they were like,
they had twins in Legends.
Comics. Yeah.
And that we don't know that like Kylo could have been lying about it, and you know, and that's really his like sister, and I kept bringing it back to like that makes it even more strange, and I think would be a worse way to tell Han Solo and Leia and Luke's story, that all of them were okay with dumping her on Jakku, and that doesn't get brought up by Luke. And they were saying, well, what if they did like a cool moment where like Luke tells Leia that they're sisters in the movie? Well, you know, then Kylo could tell her, and I'd be like, wouldn't you bring that up when you're trying to like convince her to join your fight and all that? Like, I don't know, it was a weird theory. But that's what I mean, it wasn't a lot of crappy theories, and it wasn't a lot of anger either, which I was very happy.
What's up, Delta Wolf? What's up, Stacey Stan?
Stacey Stan.
And yeah, I agree. I do think The Last Jedi was a huge eye-opener. You know, like, it did bring in new stuff. It brought in a lot of stuff from the EU. It brought in new aliens. I don't know. It's exciting. I'm excited for the future.
Yeah, we actually did a video on that. If you want to check it out, it's at the end of the Finalizer Part 2 video, I believe. Most people, I agree that the simpler... We went over that in the room, too, in the panel. You know, that basically... Either it just wasn't at full light speed when the Radis crashed into the Finalizer, so it just hit it really, really fast, and it's really large, which a lot of people have pointed out would be kind of a waste of resources to build something like that, which I don't know if I fully agree with. I'm like, I don't know. I would send a shit ton of, like, Vulture droids at something, because the Vulture droids are cheap and easy to produce, or just shoot cannonballs at stuff if you can just do that. Or if it did go into hyperspace, it's the only ship in Star Wars to have a part of its ship in hyperspace, the Finalizer, because the Finalizer's tracking equipment is in
like the
hyperspace.
actual computer and all that.
So, I don't know. It's all hand-wavy physics, all of Star Wars is, but you know, perhaps it's in hyperspace, and when it got crashed into it, the slightest jarring of that system would be catastrophic. But yeah, if you want to hear a more coherent posit of that argument, check out the Finalizer video. I am hiding over here. Look at this guy's
People
foot
are way
dangling.
more reasonable in real life than the comment section. Yes, this is true.
I know, that's what I said. I was like, it's just so nice to see like flesh, like humans. Like, usually I hate seeing people, whether I'm at my supermarket or driving on the sidewalk.
I know, I feel really bad, guys. I haven't been active on the Discord. I actually, like...
Oh, the Instagram. I gotta put the Instagram today.
I'm going to try my best. Like, it's been really crazy. I was doing that podcast stuff. I'm done with that. I want to concentrate on, like, the channel and on us. So, I am going to become active on the Discord again. It's just, It's also been crazy because we had the
Yeah,
con.
we had the con.
So
That was literally this weekend, and we built all week. Of course, we always are working last minute for some reason.
yeah, for some reason, I mean, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
like it's ingrained in our DNA. I think we're just supposed to be procrastinators and like
Yeah. We
deal
weren't
with
talking.
things at the last minute.
It is motivating. That's why I say we just put a bunch of shit on our plate. That way we don't ever feel bad about procrastinating, and we'll always be procrastinating.
We are always doing
Whoa!
something.
Look at these guys all coming down the hill.
Very rarely will you catch us.
Oh, come
like,
on, come
unless
on.
we don't feel well, you will very rarely catch us.
Just chilling.
Just chilling. Just chilling.
It's her Cartman
Also,
impersonation.
yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I know it doesn't sound like it's like a chick Cartman. I'm what's his name? What's her name? Heidi.
Yeah.
I'm Heidi. Okay, you can be Cartman. I'll be Heidi.
Yeah, but she's even like grosser than Cartman though.
I
in a
know,
way.
she really is. Like, she's got. I don't know why they gave her a pimple. Like, why? Why did they have to give her a pimple? Cartman did
Because she was cute before, and now that makes her even more gross.
So nasty.
Cartman was always gross.
No one likes
So you needed
pimples.
something to be even more visually gross.
I know, but no one likes pimples.
I know, it's perfect.
I know it is perfect. So.
I was gonna say, so one of the major good conversations. Oh, first off, the most important thing about that panel was super awesome. Maybe they're watching now because we passed out some business cards and all that. But so it opened. Like I said, we didn't think anybody was gonna go to the panel.
Yeah.
And then
we literally were like freaking out. We're like, I don't know. We're just gonna be in a room with like 3 people.
maybe.
Yeah,
God
maybe.
damn, who was
If
that?
3 people, and we're like scared. Like, what if it's like 3 people and like 2 of them want to go to something else?
Well, that too. And so it's at 11 o'clock, and like at 10:45, we're not even really that ready. We literally just walked in the room, put our first like 5 chairs in the room.
Yeah.
And like 3 or 4 like older like Spanish ladies sit down.
They were really nice, but I was terrified. I was like, I can't do this like in Spanish. I speak Spanish, but I don't know if I can.
And then like isolate the whole room for like
they
5
also,
people.
Like, they're not what you typically think of as people that like watch Star Wars.
They look like old, like very
literally,
proper, like normal
super
middle
proper,
class.
like middle class. Like,
Just-
we don't know what Star Wars is.
They
kinda
look like
people.
you're just your like, you know, maybe you could be your grandma, like, you know, probably like just a regular mom.
Yeah, but then they're sitting there, and on top of
We're like,
knowing
you're here for
English,
the Last Jedi panel. They're like, yeah, for the Last Jedi panel. I'm like, oh, cool.
Yeah, we're like terrified inside. We're like,
I'm like,
"That's
really?
great.
Really?
It's gonna be fun.
Literally, like in their 50s, maybe even 60s, just chilling.
Just chilling. Like, we're thinking like they were in the hotel and decided like, oh, this is a thing. Like,
Yeah.
we'll go and like watch the people do their thing. Like,
And then front row was that other guy. He was probably like in his late 50s, and he was just sitting there with his wife too, same age, you know, and just talk. And he was, you know, he was more active. They had a couple good questions.
they had a
but
couple good questions, but mostly I think they were like soaking.
They're just soaking in. They're
the
just
panel.
enjoying meeting
they're
and
just
talking about
yeah.
Star Wars. And so we had people that were younger than us, maybe in their late teens, and you know, all kinds of mostly 20s, but then the fact that we did have like, I don't know, maybe 8.
It was
I would say 8. There were like 8 people that were over 50.
no, there were a few adults. Like, I would say like a third of the people there were actually
Like past their
older.
30s.
Yeah, like parents. Like,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there's a couple in the middle that were weird. I couldn't really place them. So yeah, that probably means like 30, 40s.
yeah.
Yeah, so that was really cool. So the fact that all of these different generations, and that's something I
all
brought
of
up
us
too.
sat in a room. Like, we were like, do you see how amazing this is? This is not like the comment section on YouTube. All of us watch Star Wars at different times in our lives. And all of us are sitting in a room talking about something we love, and there's things we don't like and things we disagree, and somehow it's all okay. Like,
Yeah, and
it's
it
not
did seem
as
like about
crazy.
it did seem like about half the room liked it on average. I said how many loved it, like amazing loved it.
I think
Nobody answered.
Not really.
And then how
anyone
many
answered.
liked it, and then you had about how many liked it and how many didn't like it. And it was about half. Oh boy. What was I gonna say? There was that one guy who was stuck on something weird, but we were mostly talking about how are they gonna wrap this story up in one movie? Because it does feel like we still don't really know any of these characters, which I agree maybe is a critique that it's perhaps bad storytelling or something. I don't know, but it does feel like really we're gonna just never see Rey again after this movie. Like, are they gonna get 6 movies? Are they gonna come back a little bit after this? You know, like Han and Friends. Holy crap! Like how I say Han and Friends instead of like Luke, who's arguably the main character.
And yes, in a way we were the younglings, I think.
Yeah, in a way, yeah. Definitely, which is what, actually, it's funny you say that, because I was literally looking at the guy in the front, he was super engaged, he knew all of his EU crap, but he wasn't a dick about it. This is what I mean by, you people, all these, whenever you see, like, these, I don't know a better word for it, there's just dicks online, and it's like, they're not actual, normal, happy people, like, they're not, they might act like they're smarter than you and all that, but normal people, like Stupendous Wave, Star Wars Explained, Lore Master, all these people, Greedo, they're not dicks to anybody, think about that. Nobody knows more than them. And so this guy knew all this shit too, and he was like laughing some stuff off, and he obviously didn't like everything. He liked a lot of other stuff. He was just there to listen. He was there, and he didn't hate all of it. He just blindly hate it, even though he's a guy who watched the originals in the movie theater. So I think there's a lot to be said for that. Now, of course, I told her nobody's gonna be as racist or sexist or just weird or conspiracy or as angry as they would be on the internet, even if they do actually feel that. So that kind of sucks. What happened?
I'm just looking.
Oh, you're just trying to scroll?
Dude Lebowski.
Yeah.
He said say my name, so.
Never seen that. Still haven't seen it. Isn't that something?
Really? Oh my
I
God.
know. It's pretty
I'm
sad.
gonna have to like take a day off to just watch a movie.
I know it.
I'm almost done with the Aftermath trilogy. Next,
Yes, that's what we brought up a lot.
I'm going to switch things up for once and read Halo Cryptum.
Yeah, I know. I'd like to
Primordium
read.
and Silentium.
Haven't read the Halo
Silent.
books.
Is that the way?
My friends have read them. I was gonna say, we brought up that book a lot because one, people were saying, I was saying that obviously there's nothing, it doesn't take much for this to happen. It only takes one night, maybe a couple minutes, but maybe that Han could have cheated on Leia, and that Rey is like one of Han's weird illegitimate daughters, which is a theory that's been around for like years since Rey was introduced, of course, but. Until I don't think they would do that. I think that would have been covered in these books. They're like, well, why did they break up? That might have been why they broke up or something. And I was like, no, they pretty much cover that in the Aftermath books. Like, or no, not the Aftermath, the Bloodlines and all that. The Bloodline book gets into, they were just into different things. And then when there was this extra added pressure of the frickin' First Order, doing stuff, the Maxine warriors killing people, and their son going wackadoo. That just pushed them even further apart. Would you agree?
Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Just,
Jesus.
I'm sorry. Just nonsense. Like, the things I get distracted with.
Yeah.
It's just not worth addressing. Do you guys think it's okay I'm supporting the pirating of Lego by buying fake Lego sets online for a much cheaper price? I'm in a moral dilemma here, please.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna be okay. It sucks that you gotta pirate stuff, but they need to make more Lego sets and at a more affordable price.
Yeah, and neither of them defend Disney 100%, by the way. I've seen
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of Greedo, and I've seen a few Urban Acolytes where he's not fawning over it. Jesus, nobody's fawning over it. People don't know how to like sparse critiques, man. They hear what they want to hear. They just hear you say a thing. They hear trigger words, man. It's a trigger-based brain.
Triggered.
Think about how could anybody like any. I don't like the original trilogies 100%. That doesn't even make sense. You don't like anything 100%. So I'm sure Lucas. I'm certain. I know Lucas does not like his own movies 100%.
Does anyone like anything 100%?
Yeah.
Other than food. Food doesn't count.
Maybe
Well,
like puppies or something.
I guess, but even puppies, like, I don't like that puppies poop.
Yeah, that's true.
And I don't like the consistency of puppy poop. Or the color.
Our cat had diarrhea last night, and it was audible while we were in bed. It just got quiet. We literally settled down like, all right, we're gonna sleep. Like, and then the
Like
wettest,
wet,
gross,
nasty,
longest
oh my god.
cat diarrhea, y'all.
It was bad.
For everybody listening to headphones, you're welcome.
Sorry about that.
It
had to be said.
You guys notice I've just been rolling around, not even seeing anybody? But anyways, what I wanted to get to, past all the weird theories and crap, was like, how do people think episode 9 is gonna go? Because, and even though a room full of people were trying to figure this out together, including us, like, I don't really think we can figure it out. I was saying I think Leia is gonna be announced dead in the crawl. General Leia Organa, leader of the Resistance, has been slain. during the battle of blah 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 blah, or they just say she's been slain. And hopefully, I was saying maybe they open it up with maybe like episode 3, where you had the battle over Coruscant. Awesome way to start a movie. But it would be all those weird ragtag, you know, her allies that she's trying to contact in episode 8.
Yeah, all the people
that didn't show
feel
up, she
bad
thought,
'cause,
but obviously would have to, or else we don't have a movie.
No, that's what we gotta. She has to get killed, right? And then everyone's gonna feel guilty, like it was their fault that she died.
Yeah.
After she was the one, like, trying to keep everything, the resistance alive. And
Yeah.
so all her allies
she
will
dies
have
for
to
it.
come out, like, hiding to, you know, try to make up for the fact that they killed Princess Leia. Like,
Yeah.
it's their fault.
Which right there gets into, like, you know what? T.E. Lawrence, go look him up, because he's an amazing dude. And he died. He survived solo YOLO in, like, the Arabian Peninsula. And is one of the, if you could define stereotypical real men, T.E. Lawrence has to be up there. And he died, he survived the whole war and bridging gaps, cultural gaps against doing shit that was impossible. And dangerous as shit. Could have been killed a million times. And just died at a motorcycle accident. Swerving to miss some kids or something. I forget how it happened. It was something
I forgot
stupid.
what it was. It was something stupid, and he, like...
I think it was some shit on the road or some kids on the road or something.
Watch this movie.
Yeah.
Alright? That's all we're gonna say.
Because I was
Go
gonna
watch
say,
the
people are gonna be pissed right there, just like the way Akbar died, which I agree that it sucks, but I don't agree that it's unrealistic or, you know,
Yeah.
it makes
That is
sense
the
that
way
you
it
would
would
just
go.
out. It sucks.
We don't agree. We do think he deserved better, but we do not think it's unbelievable the way he
I
died.
wish he got something. I just,
Yeah,
for my
we
brain,
wish
for my
personally.
cinematic cool,
Because
you know.
we love the character, we wanted a different ending for him. But it doesn't mean that the ending they chose...
Or that I think that my argument makes sense. I'm
Yeah.
saying I don't have a real argument against how they killed
Yeah, it's just
Akbar.
something we want. Like,
It just would be cool.
yeah, like,
It's just my cart. It'd be cool.
like having a new phone, like, it would be cool. I don't really need one. I don't really have a good argument as to why I need one since mine works. But it'd be cool.
It'd be cool. What the hell's going on there?
Way too much South Park.
Yeah.
It's not good when Cartman is the go-to.
Is your inner monologue.
Yeah. That'd be cute.
And you encounter life struggles within a Cartman inner monologue.
Which Freddie had to tell me, like, I have to drop the L. I always heard, like, the L.
I'm gonna
but
go
he
here.
really doesn't say
Get
it.
him, Ray.
Fun fact. Why can't I kill people?
I
Like,
don't
why
know.
am I so bad at this game?
I don't think I'm doing very well either. Yeah, I'm like
Can I stand in someone else's bubble?
I'm mid-low.
No, I can't. That
The
didn't
F?
work.
Oh my god.
I know. I do. I would have been cool to watch Akbar do the ramp, but at the
Yeah.
same time, like, it would have been kind of hilarious because he would have been like.
Well, that's why somebody put it on the Discord and it was hilarious. That's why we came up with a couple streams ago. If he just said, "I'm the trap, mother," and then they cut him off,
That
like
would've
so he
been
doesn't
amazing.
curse in the movie.
But like, I just think it would have been semi-hilarious because he has that giant like gizzard thing,
Yeah.
and so it would have been like all weird mixing, like shaking, like
His barbells.
his barbells. Yeah,
Barbles.
barbels.
Ow!
My guy's getting like shot. Hide. Oh god.
I saw you. Oh, Bluton's. Oh, okay. He's saying they saw that guy. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. I thought he said he saw us. I was like, really? I didn't know that.
Glenn says that the problem is that his death was super realistic. That's how it would have all gone down.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I agree, Glint. Like the one person that gets realistically treated. Like it's not like Captain Rex mid-speech just gets sniped. It's like his visor just fills with blood.
Ooh, this is a good question. You're about to go to battle against an army of Rancors, and you bring one thing, and that is not a vehicle. What would you bring? Don't say lightsaber, just because that's
a
cheating.
Liggett saber.
Oh, come on.
A dark saber.
No sabers. Like,
A
what
saber
would you...
staff.
Fine.
A saber pike.
I can't get, like, no.
I would bring a bigger Rancor. I don't know.
Akbar would have been completely chill with his death. I actually think he probably would have embraced it because I don't know, like if you follow him since like the Clone Wars, he's been always involved in a war. I don't know. He's been through like how many wars?
Imagine if he knew, like, so he doesn't get killed by the blast and he's like sucked out in space though and dies like, and he just sees the TIE silencer going away and knows that somehow like through their intel knows that that's Kylo Ren's personal, and he's like, that guy was always a little shit. Because Akbar's gonna sound like Nixon from now on, so.
See, Gray, we do acknowledge your presence. It's just been kind of crazy.
Ooh, that tastes funny, but good at the same time.
I saw you.
It's like The Last Jedi. Yeah, he's talking about him. He saw the other guy.
That's cool.
So what was I getting at? My points were for the freaking episode 9. Are they gonna kill off? I was saying, and this is what I mean by the old timer, right? The guy who was up front and he has seen it in theaters and he loved it, and you know he wasn't you guys so 100% supporting Disney and any of that crap, but he liked it still. I would say an above average meh. That's where we are. I guess honestly we're above that. But so I was saying I don't think they're gonna kill
fair.
Rey.
You have an ad for Aiden's new ship?
Yeah, I'm pretty cool.
Like,
I don't know. Somebody got to back out. I think people forgot to back out, maybe.
Alright, I'm gonna open one of my loot boxes.
But anyways, I'm saying, one guy said it was very Disneyfied, and I asked him to explain what that meant. And he didn't have a good explanation of what that meant. Which was really cool. I was thinking about this today. I didn't do that on purpose. I was like, that was kind of cool. I was very happy I worded it that way. Because, you know, when you're hosting something, you don't want anything to go wrong. So you're a little bit nicer, I would say, than normal. You know, we get trolls that come in here, and I'll be like, F you. Just to F you them back, because I know that you're going to be met with hyperbole. So you need to make sure you address it. But so I just wanted to hear him out, too. And so I was like, what do you mean by that? And he's like, you know, like, with, I don't know, they always go back to the jokes, which are legitimate. We think it is a bit of a, you're trying to take a moment. I think that's a problem. People don't word their critique always well, so I'm going to help out the people critiquing it. It's not that you hate the jokes themselves, that you hate the placement of the jokes. Even if it had the exact same amount of jokes, even if it had more jokes, but they were just never connected to, like, the forced scenes, then I think people really wouldn't care that much. What do you think about that?
Alright, wait. I agree.
Go ahead.
But I wanted to see what I got.
I know.
We can do things.
I know, we just gotta play us. That's really what it was. It had nothing really to do about jokes. It had more to do with it making those important scenes less important. But really, that's what I mean. That was the only like thing I could get out of the people that, you know, were on the whole kind of Disneyfied train. But so then to help them out too, I was gonna say, but one thing I do agree, like, is if you want to call it Disneyfied, they're not gonna, you know, Rey's not gonna get Dooku'd in Episode 9. We're not gonna see Rey beheaded by like Kylo and Broom Boy. What's his name? What do we call him? We call him Broom Kid. There you go. Broom Kid. Broom Kid's gonna join Kylo, and then and people can't join it. That's kind of weird. So Broom Kid will join Kylo. He'll have his own lightsaber, and whatever, somehow Kylo get them both to just decapitate Rey. Obviously, that's not gonna happen, right? So, do you think Rey will kill Kylo? She'd have to kill him.
What am I doing in my water bottle? I don't know.
Yeah, you're making a whole bunch of noises.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. You think that Rey will kill Kylo? Or you were saying it could end like Episode 3, why not? Where the Empire just wins. I don't think that's... See, that's where I feel like there's a limit to the Disneyfied. Disneyfied means you're not going to get cursing. You're not going to get excess violence. But I actually do think Disney could make a movie in which the First Order rules the galaxy.
Yeah.
I know that might sound crazy. And I don't know that I 100% agree with that. I wouldn't bet money on that.
I bet money on it.
I mean...
I do think...
I feel like it's unlikely.
Unless...
It's less than 50%
I have to
that they would do that.
So someone at the panel saying that Daisy Ridley has said that's it. She's done. Never doing another Star Wars movie again. I don't know where it came from, though. So I have to check.
Yeah.
But I don't see how we're gonna just be
Which I don't remember him saying that. I just remember him saying that she said that she cried.
I remember him saying that, but...
She said that she cried, and then he said something else. It was something like, no, it was the last thing for the Skywalkers. Maybe that's what you remember.
Alright, maybe. But even then, I mean...
Which just has to do with Kylo.
I don't see how, we're gonna just kill off these characters. Like,
Yeah, it does. She's saying it still does feel abrupt.
It feels abrupt. Like it doesn't feel like.
But
like
is it only?
episode 9 would have to do so much.
Yeah.
If it doesn't do that much, then the Empire has to win. We need to be at war. What? We're gonna have like peacetime movies. Like,
yeah, I know. Like in between, like, hey, we won, and then let's just train
and so
people.
We're all farming.
And it'd be like Schoolhouse
raising
Rock.
babies.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because that's what we were saying. We're like, so if Rey were to die, then that would mean that she would have to train. And what's the whole purpose of the books and all that? She would have to. Is she gonna find a Padawan in 9 and like raise a Padawan? No, I don't think that makes sense to introduce
a whole pattern, and then like what? We're gonna like go forward in time, and I don't know. I don't see.
Yeah, it's very confusing what could happen in 9. I'm not really sure.
I know they're like the one thing they've proven is that they can
pretty
be
much, Thomas.
unpredictable. And
yeah, that's kind of what the panel was about in general. It's just about the Last Jedi, and then about how it will affect Episode 9, like concrete stuff that we really think will affect Episode 9. And we're saying it only seems like Kylo Ren's story could come to an end.
Yeah.
But it definitely doesn't seem like Rey's story would, as you know, now the only Jedi, and with all the books and with all that. And then so, I mean, sadly, I mean that's all it could be. We just have her defeat Kylo. Sadly, perhaps a standard story here makes sense, and we know it's JJ. And so I find that so funny. We've met a lot of people that like JJ.
Yeah.
And I was like,
there was people that were like, oh my god, I'm sick. One guy, this is literally his quote. I'm so happy they're bringing JJ back to fix this.
Yeah, and I was like, I didn't want to be that honest, but I'll be honest with you guys on the After Hours show. I'm like, that's so crazy. And this is why you can't, this is what I mean by it. If I'm in charge of Disney or Lucasfilm, and I'm in charge of making decisions, I'm not going to listen to Star Wars fans. Or I'm going to pick a select group of people that I just trust in their opinion. Because you kind of have to, isn't that crazy? How much shit? Like this, we just went through this. It was just 2 years ago, man.
For being the worst and for ruining Star Wars, and now people are like, oh, I can't wait till he's back.
Yeah, and then what weird like Stockholm syndrome is that like you've been convinced, even if, so let's say you think it's the worst movie ever, and you really hate Rian Johnson. That doesn't mean that you should be happy about JJ. You can hate them both.
Yeah.
It's a weird parallel people do. And all kinds of people do this, right? Whether it's politics or religion or whatever, you just find, well, the other guy does it bad, so then therefore this other, extremely other side of the view must be right, and everything pertaining to that view. It's like, why aren't you just upset that it's also JJ? Don't start saying JJ's great now because you think Rian Johnson sucks. So the fan base as a whole has no coherent views, except for, I brought this up, and it was kind of cool to look on a sea of people who like were total in agreement. I was like, I think we can agree. Canto Bight kind of sucks, right? And I just look and everybody's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I think, right? I was like, if there's anything to learn, I mean, that seems unanimous. And I was like, did anybody like it? And they're like, nope. And I was like, and all of the problems, all the weirdness, not all, but a lot of it, like the Maz Kanata scene was unnecessary. That was from Canto Bight. So you got all that kind of stuff. All stemming from that. But again, I was saying the normal plot here just seems like Kylo's story can be finished in this movie.
Y'all can't seriously. You can't live your life depending on what Rotten Tomatoes says. Some of my favorite movies have like a 60% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
And dude, you
can put up like a review before anything's even out.
Yeah, movies get critiqued before they go out. And there was a whole. This is literally proven. The guy admits it. He's a troll, and it's funny. It was a pro DC comics troll guy. He went on 4chan, and he admitted he got a whole bunch of bots and purposefully tanked the score. And so, I'm gonna prove that I don't do what I just bitched about, right? That does not mean that a lot of people didn't like it. There are certainly artificial shit posters. And you tell me who's on the internet more. People who are trying to make it a nicer and happier place, or people who are trying to just shit post. So, of course, I do think that there are people who gave it 100%, right? There are people who gave it artificially...
because they really dislike it.
Well, no, I'm saying that there are people who gave it artificially good scores.
Yeah, just to try to save
But what do you think there are more of? 4chan? Who do you think's gonna do this? 4chan or the happy normal guy who has like a wife and kids and is just happy with life and in a good place and does not get his panties in a bunch over a movie.
The point of what we're trying to say is we don't care if you dislike a movie or like a movie, but don't have an opinion in your mind
based on others' opinions.
Or like don't go looking for an opinion before the movie comes out.
No, what was that guy? Awesome as shit.
Comes out. Like, I don't know, it could be a music album and there could be reviews out on it. Don't.
Well, I actually see this a lot in our comments, and I don't know, obviously, on other channels if this is a real thing. I've seen this a lot. Yeah, it just seems like they did blah, 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 and I don't know why people admit this. At least they're honest people. They go, I haven't seen it myself yet, but it seems like blah, 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 blah. So you guys, you meta nerds out there, have done a great job being like, why are you even giving an opinion on the movie? You haven't seen it yet.
Like, you haven't.
That's insane.
Yeah, but, like
crazy?
Come back when that is your opinion.
So I actually have seen that multiple times. I would say at least 5 times I've read that comment. On just our channel, and ours is not a big YouTube, you know.
I've seen it in the comments on the YouTube channel. I've seen it in the stream. I've seen it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I've seen
that's true. I'm not counting the stream stuff.
And tell us, what do you think? I haven't watched it yet. Like.
But I hear it's shit, or something like that.
Yeah.
Which, if you say I hear it's shit, that's like saying I hear he rapes people. Like, all right, that's gonna. Now I have to prove that I haven't, and that's gonna be in the back of your head while I'm explaining, you know, my side of the story, or while you're trying to watch it. And give it you can't really give something an honest shot. In a weird way, when you get told something is good, I feel like it being bad will creep on you. Like I remember they tried to pass when I was a kid. They told me it was steak, it was liver. Your brain will figure out, huh, they're all smiling and telling me this is great, but it's shitty. Whereas if somebody tells you it's shitty, you're already at like a weird, the human, it's more
How bad was his liver? I've seen you eat a lot of stuff.
Oh, that's pretty bad. I know, I remember this.
Freddie, like, I see him eat a lot of stuff. And stuff that, like, I'm like, I would never eat that. He's like, no, it's pretty good.
Octopus.
And, like, for him to say it's bad is pretty bad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to the chef, but you should probably figure something out.
Yeah. But my point is, it's hard. It's harder to shake the cynicism off than to shake the you know, the positive vibe off.
So yeah, I mean, we're not saying anyone here does this.
I'm just saying the Rotten Tomatoes is that's like saying, you know, I read in the Sun that aliens are real.
Prestige or whatever, whatever kind of like thing, what is it, like reputation that Rotten Tomatoes had for having honest reviews? I don't know. Trolls are really like destroying Rotten Tomatoes. I don't go there at all anymore because I don't want to know your opinion. I'd rather look at Amazon comments than Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, really.
And even those are like stupid and corrupt.
Yeah, exactly.
People, like,
and like Passandro said, man, it's crazy. What was I gonna say? Yeah, Passandro said like you said, people were like they hated the lack of originality with The Force Awakens, and then this one's too big. Like I said, it's just all over the place.
Too original. The other one is.
I haven't seen anybody. Everybody's just what do you call it? Ow! Oh, god damn it! I haven't seen anybody come up with like episode 9 comments, which is what I would like to see. That was hilarious. So the guy, our cameraman, who was great and knows Star Wars forever, huge, you know, life fan and all that kind of stuff, and like I said, actually has diverse opinions here. He likes Rebels, despite everybody shitting on Rebels.
Yeah.
And he doesn't like The Last Jedi, despite.
He loved The Force Awakens.
Like, wouldn't you think, oh, the Disney dude, he just sells out Disney dudes? Like imagine how much crap he talks about how, you know, he just gets called like an idiot, a little kid. He's a Disney shill for liking Rebels. But he doesn't like The Last Jedi. So at least I know that he's the one coming up with these opinions.
No, we are not sub-trading. I don't know what that is. That guy.
I think he's talking about somebody else.
Okay, good. No,
yeah.
He said you two. You two sub-trading?
Oh, I mean, he's not talking about people in the comments.
I don't know, but
it makes sense for him to think of us.
I'm just putting it out there. I don't know what's going on. Kid just keeps asking me.
Yeah, that's what they do. They watch these dumb people that try and tell them how to grow their YouTube channel instead of just making videos. It's kind of funny.
Gotta get that content out.
I know. If you guys are interested
in
growing YouTube.
Oh no, if you guys are interested, you can, like, kind of try to reach out to us. I'm not gonna guarantee we can help in any way.
Well, no, I was literally just gonna say, don't ask me how to grow a channel. Why don't you ask people who do it professionally? I mean, I will if you ask. I'll give you my little 2 cents on it.
We'll give you our 2 cents, and we'll send you to the videos that we watched.
But like, there's video influencers and all them. Well, I'm just making a side point here, which is, it's because I watch stuff on other stuff. You know, eventually down the road, real estate stuff or any kind of venture you get into, right? And you would think like, is it really as easy as just following these instructions on this video? And I'm here to tell you, yes.
Yes.
But the instruction is also, and you're gonna have to put out content like daily. So we never got any kind of we never got more than 50 subscribers until we started doing that. So it's just how it works. It's like a rule. Think of it like a recipe or like alchemy or something. Like you need, like in a video game, like you just don't get to make a potion unless you have the right things. You don't get to have 90% of the ingredients.
What is the best ugly? And I think Kenneth asked, what's your favorite starship?
I'm gonna address the ugly thing. There's a video I've been meaning to frickin' do, but I keep forgetting because it's not on our list. But I happened to see this in one of the comics, the new comics. I was thinking all of the new canon uglies. There's uglies in canon, in the Poe Dameron stuff. So that'd be kind of a cool video, I think. I hope you guys would like that kind of video because I don't really know how long it'd be. I don't know all of them. I'd have to do more research. I just saw that in one of the comic books. It had like 3 of them. You know, on one little. They're all coming at one time, and watch out thing.
What's up, Darth? And thank you, Kenneth. Kenneth said we got the best content. We try. We're gonna work on making our content a little better.
Yeah, content. Well, they say
I don't know
they have
what we're
like.
gonna do, but we want to try to do something.
I like to do more meta content, hence our name.
Meta.
You know, instead of just factoids, more of like I did a whole. Literally, it's all written up, but it is confusing. It's all over the place, and I want to word my confusion without funding the neckbeards out there who think that Star Wars is supposed to play to their specific wants of sci-fi and be very deep. They want to they don't want to do the work. They don't want to read a book. They want to just watch a kids show and then get rich sci-fi lore. That just doesn't work that way. There's plenty of good sci-fi books out there. So I don't want to feed into that weird negativity, but I do want to critique, like, come on, people. Why are you calling your shield that keeps in air a magnetic shield? You could have come with, and there's a million pseudo weird routes that you could go. Well, you know, every atom, everything has an electric charge, right? Electromagnetism. You could keep things in place. Yeah, but that's the kind of like funny, dumb, like turn of the century physics, like where people think you can, you know, the guy down here built the Coral Castle. You guys should look into it, and he talks about how if you could just flip the polarity of the individual atoms, you could turn anything into a magnet. But like, real physics have disproven that, and I'm like, but why? So I don't understand why Star Wars sometimes goes for the more complicated, but more important, more internally inconsistent explanation for their physics. Like the cap on the Death Star exhaust port, it is shielded, but it's ray shielded, and so ray shields, they only stop. I'm gonna save your life. Oh God, no, I'm not.
Damn it.
So ray shields only stop energy, right? So you couldn't fire lasers, right? You couldn't fire your laser cannons into the Death Star exhaust port. So, and that's why a proton torpedo could. So it was shielded. It was just ray shielded, and that's why you needed a proton torpedo. So that sounds nice, but it's ray shielded. You can't put ray shielding over an exhaust port, over a heat exhaust, because ray shields keep in any kind of energy.
Are you just going in one direction?
Oh no, you got the boo?
I got the boo. You know I was moving.
Yeah, I saw that. You're stuck. It's alright, this match is over soon.
Aww.
I'll back out.
Kenneth said that him and Hannah have been watching since 5 or 6K and she's gonna buy a t-shirt.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
That'd be so cool. I still have to post a picture of the t-shirt you bought.
Oh, I know, that's true.
I haven't done any. I'm not good at this.
It's called working on the business and working in the business. We are at the point where we're still working in the business. Trying to get 2 out a day and all this crap, along with the normal life. It's difficile.
Oh my god, Darth. I hope that you are doing great. Your results are going to be awesome, don't worry. And Cassandra subscribed because of the Separatist Armada videos, because no one else has done anything.
Yeah, the Separatists were not getting any love. They were like getting no love. So I think that's why we started growing, and that's why I just kind of kept running with that for a while. And then luckily I was able to do Republic stuff. A lot of our people, it seems, are very much into Clone Wars. It still seems to be the #1. And then Old Republic stuff, really. Yeah.
Oh, no, I would never put you in a position where you have to say anything like that. Play more
Gonk,
Thunder,
gonk.
please.
Gonk, gonk.
You are funny.
Shark
fin bite!
We're gonna do
Gonk,
one more match,
gonk.
and we'll do it of hero mode.
And Cassandra said your shield video blew his mind.
Well, then the next one's gonna melt your soul, cause the other one is a much better. That was just really a list of them, but you can get into how these things could theoretically work. Like, how can you move a deflector shield? Right, when he says, like, you know, in The Last Jedi, they focus it on the rear, right? And when they're in a starfighter, you know, put it towards the front. There's a way you could do that, and there's a Lancaster, something place. I don't know. It's all written down. But then you also get into, because Star Wars decided to change it, they call it laser cannons, and then they shoot out plasma. It's all dumb. I'm like, I think you just need a giant magnetic field.
Invite me, please, or did
You're
you?
yeah, you're still here. And I'll invite these guys.
Bye, Kenneth. Hello, Sarah.
See you, Kenneth.
Hi, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, it seems like a super strong magnetic field would do all of the things that all of these complicated shields in Star Wars are trying to do. Along with pulling, if you were to shoot your proton torpedo, I mean, it would block ships too. I don't know how you get in and out. So the closest thing they've done, or that real physics can say about the Star Wars physics on the shielding, is that if you were to be able to block out high-powered laser fire, you would be blocking out anything below that wavelength. So you wouldn't be able to have any radio communication. You wouldn't be able to see anything. You would have to see you have to use. They were saying you might have ultraviolet goggles, perhaps, and you would have to phase your shield to whatever. This sounds stupidly silly. This comes from the real physicist at a real university. It'd have to be phased at the wavelength of whatever you're being shot at.
Wow.
So you'd have to. So one, wouldn't you just load up Tabana gas? But that's the thing too. It's not real light. It's just plasma. It's all gets stupid because they're called laser cannons that shoot plasma. So, like I said, I want to make a video that doesn't support what I hate. I don't want people to think I'm taking that too serious, but it is just it's like watching Ancient Aliens. It's intellectually interesting for me to like think about how this would work, without me thinking that Star Wars is stupid for not making it work.
Yeah, you know, bad weather is probably why reptilians would live in Florida. But I mean, that's not coming from a reptilian. It's coming from someone that just would assume that.
You know, I know you're trying to have a lighthearted joke here, and again, I don't know what my mood is, but I have to go a really sad route. Because I was gonna make a joke about, but I learned about all the reptilians from YouTube. That's how we knew it, because we're not reptilians. So I forgot to tell you this.
Kanye is not a reptilian.
Kanye's a reptilian. We saw him at the Reptilian Club last. Whoops. Anyways. No, across the street from Mom, we got a big, nice park right by where my mom lives, right? Across the street from the park, where all the little kids run around and play, this guy, I shit you not, people, boarded up. Everybody down here has shutters. He boarded up his house, his windows. He spray painted, stenciled. It actually looks mildly professional. His whole wall of his house. He has like it's all one big solid wall except for one window. Most of that is directions on where you should go on YouTube, because some weird ass organization that I'm proud I don't know about. Shouldn't be proud of not knowing things, but I gotta say, not knowing this dumbass theory that this guy spray paints on his house probably is a better judge of my character. Whatever he's bitching about, he thinks something's watching him somehow, and so he spray painted his whole manifesto on his wall on the outside of his house facing the park. This is not in the hood. This is not a trailer park. I feel like I have to preface all of this now. This is a normal ass definition of middle class neighborhood. And yeah, it's like YouTube link, what you should search on YouTube to find out how they're watching you from space and through this weird acronym I've never heard of program. And they're making the frogs gay. He didn't say that, but I assume he agrees. He lives right next to a canal, so he has to hear all the ribbits and shit. You know, he hears like a ribbit. Like, I knew it! Son of a bitch. Anyways.
Oh my god, now I'm just picturing that weird dude. Just sitting there listening to ribbits.
That's what I mean. I joke about it because
I
don't know how else to deal with it. But I'm like, yo, so our neighbors went by, you know, Lewis and them. And they, like the whole super happy, you know, young, like, fandamly. Bunch of kids all cheering up, all like hard-working people. And I'm like, they have to worry. This is a fucked up thought, but I'm like, this guy's just gonna unload some weapon into that park one day because he knows he's being watched by the government and whatever crazy ass thing he read on YouTube. So it's not all harmless. It's not all harmless, but I also think like I would never be pro like censoring crazy ass YouTubers. It is not the YouTuber's fault at the end of the day if you believe his crazy shit.
Okay.
What happened?
I don't know. I guess. Just.
Maybe he believes in it. Maybe he's maybe he's the guy. What if he knows we're talking about him? Oh crap.
Australian summer's hot.
Hot, hot, hot. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Watch out, Ray. I think Ray and Vader were both Mary Sue's. I was literally raised by the Falls.
23rd conspiracy, spray paint my wall.
Oh my god. You got me, Yoda, you little bastard. Yeah, I've heard about the boba glitch. I haven't seen it myself yet. I just want to let everybody know this is our last match of the night. Then we're going to call it, but of course,
Sarah just moved to Canada.
We will see you guys soon. Let us know how it is.
Yeah, by the way, I feel like I'm getting sick. I don't know how to explain it. Cons, like, I don't know. Going to a
nerds don't take care of their health.
An experience. Nerds, yeah, we don't take care of
our health. Nerds just eat nachos.
We eat nachos, cereal, ramen. Pretty sure my stomach is lined in plastic.
It's good though.
I know. During the apocalypse, I will survive.
I read about it on YouTube. It's good for you.
Yeah. But the point that
you guys are looking at raw water. That's some dumb shit. Anyway, go ahead.
I forgot.
You were saying that you're getting sick because of all these nerds.
We do all that. We don't sleep. We push our bodies to the limit. I was in the gonk, and I probably shouldn't have been in the gonk for so long, but I really liked it. Yeah, I realized at the end of the day, at the end of Sunday, I realized I have a camelback that has water in it, so I can drink water whenever I want. In the gonk.
Yeah, but did you wear it? You didn't wear it.
I didn't. So I was in the gonk, I'm like sweating like crazy, and I'm like, man, I really need water.
But it wasn't anywhere as...
I know, it wasn't nearly as bad as Dragon Con, but...
Yeah, it's hot as the summer.
Which, we already got our tickets for next year, and our hotel.
Oh my, I'm being chased. Well, you actually have to do it for that one. Oh, come on, Chewbacca. You're such a Chewbacca.
Anyone?
That really sucks.
I don't know. I actually do find it annoying too.
What?
That Daisy said the Mary Sue term is sexist. I don't. It's not a sexist thing. It's just an annoying thing.
Well, again, that's a confusion of.
I know.
There are a lot of people, and I will say a majority of people, who use it from a sexist point of view. The
Yeah.
term itself is not sexist. It's like black. If somebody who's racist, you can tell when they say like black people, like, oh god. You could just tell like you're putting a little emphasis. I could tell you
Yeah,
got
you're
some
putting the
shit on it.
emphasis in the wrong
Or like
place.
gays, you know, the gays are coming, and it's like, oh fuck. You're not just saying, oh yeah, some gay people, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
So-
you're not just using it as a descriptive. You're using it as some kind of
Yeah, you're putting a little emphasis on it. So yeah, I think Mary Sue itself is not by definition. You know, you can have a best case is on our video. A lot of people were saying that the Sun Crusher, and I agree, is a Mary Sue ship. It's if a Mary Sue could be manifested as a ship. That's the Sun Crusher.
yeah.
I can get shot by a Death Star. You can't kill me. I can go right through a star, and I have 16 missiles on board that can destroy entire solar systems. And I'm like the size of a U-wing. Why not? It's gonna be piloted by like one person. And was made by the same people that made the Death Star. So Mary Sue can be and its actual term comes from an actual woman named Mary Sue. So it's not even like, yeah, but why'd they pick a female name for it? That's the sexist part? No. The actual character was named Mary Sue.
Yeah.
So if anything, it's just bad luck. It's a female writer who made this insanely terrible character who was named Mary Sue.
The only logical explanation is that
Yeah, there you go.
lizard people.
Yeah, really. So yeah, and I feel like that's the annoying part from the other side, which also muddles the argument. Where I'm trying to sit here and be like, no, a lot of you assholes are saying this shit and critiquing this movie because you guys are sexist. But that doesn't mean that all of them are. That doesn't mean, and so they don't listen to the real critiques, or they vilify people who are making real critiques, and then all that does is just push them more towards the, hating side. So, I disagree with her statement.
Oh no, MLG, we are leaving. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, MLG. Yeah, we were just heading out too.
Yeah. Sue Crusher.
Yes. Yeah,
What's wrong with your spiders?
I get
Wait,
it, the
now I need
Sue
to
Crusher.
figure it out. Something's going on with spiders. I find spiders both fascinating and terrifying.
Yes. Spiders are aliens from sitting here to spy on us. I saw a guy prove it on YouTube.
I can't find it.
Yeah. But anyways, guys. Yeah, probably Pissandro. I'll ask around. I mean, I'll Google it on YouTube. But that's it, guys. We will see you guys tomorrow, 9:30. Right? Let's say 9:30.
We're gonna 9:30. Anywhere in that window, we're gonna aim for.
I'm gonna say 9:30 tomorrow. 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. See you guys there. Thanks for everybody that donated. We got you on the board. Where'd he go?
Over here.
Them Goldfish Productions. Very cool, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed our rant. We were a little ranty today, but
I know.
we had
Oh,
energy.
but-
We came from the panel. So yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. But more important than all that, remember, the Force will be with you always.
All right, I'm going.
And now, this.
Wait. Okay.